Connor and Lombardo and myself are present. Members Neal and Samples are absent. First, is there a motion to approve the minutes subject to two small amendments that were made?
I make a motion to approve those minutes.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
The minutes are approved. We have no pieces in old business. We have one piece in new business, an ordinance authorizing the mayor or his designee to enter into a contract or contracts with Tom Todd Ideas, Inc. for a partnership with the City of Akron in the Creative Akron Summer Program for 2020 and declaring an emergency. Mr. Hardy.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, members of the committee. What I'd like to do today is just give you a brief overview of the program that we intend to pilot with your support this year. I also have with me Melinda Samsel and Heather Roschek, who have been instrumental in putting this together. Many of you may recall a time when we used to have a program called the Summer Arts Program. It was run out of Lock 3, and it started during a time when there weren't a lot of options in the summertime for kids that were interested in art programming. Over the years, many art programs have popped up, and we started to see our clientele dwindle in terms of the number of kids that were choosing to come to summer arts versus other programs that were available in the city. So we actually formally ended the summer arts program at the end of 2016, and we've been looking for a way to bring something back that is unique, that offers a value add, and also aligns with a lot of the things that the Akron Public Schools have been doing as it regards to 21st century learning skills and the types of graduates that they're trying to put into the world. So what you have before you is that the product of that work. So Camp What If, which is also called Akron Entrepreneurs, so we'll have to get used to saying entrepreneurs, which is not an easy word to say, is a new initiative that will target middle schoolers ages 10 to 14, which is a key demographic, as we've seen in many of our studies. They're an underserved population when it comes to Parks and Rec, so we're going to be targeting them. The core of this program is to grow personally, have the students grow personally into core leadership skills and social emotional competencies, explore their civic infrastructure and structures and community impact potential, develop creatively through the active arts engagement, and prepare vocationally for the world ahead. We decided to partner with Tom Todd, which is a long-running nonprofit program in Stark County, doing exactly this with middle schoolers and being very successful at it because they have a proven track record. So instead of the city necessarily staffing up, which we know our resources are finite, we decided to try this with an external partner that's already proven the model and knows how to staff it, et cetera. And so partnering with Tom Todd, we want to launch a week-long pilot camp that will guide campers in exploring assets and challenges of the Akron community while training the campers in critical and creative thinking, idea development, arts involvement, and civic engagement. Activities will include a variety of immersive field trips, participatory learning sessions, and integrated responsive ideation through which campers will design and pitch collaborative solutions for the Akron community. So it's through the arts and through civic engagement, they will be learning entrepreneurship skills, and at the end of the week, they actually pitch their own solutions to folks like us and you as to what they might think would work on that particular issue. We anticipate that this model will expand. So this particular pilot is paid for through the operating budget, which is coming later today, and I know that we'll have time to talk more in depth about over the course of the week. But it's $21,000. The pilot we're proposing will be at Summit Lake for this summer, with the plan and the notion to scale up with additional outside funding, and we've already had some preliminary conversations with philanthropies in town to expand to every community center ultimately. We have a plan in place to scale up over 3 years to offer this program at every community center that we have, provided the funding, we're able to secure the funding, and the model works. So we're piloting it this year. Next year, we hope to have 5 weeks of camp at 150 campers at 5 different locations, and then in year 3, which is 2022, 11 weeks of camp, hosting 330 campers at all 11 community centers. So we have a plan over 3 years to ramp it up. This year, 1 week of camp is 30 campers. I think that's important to note, but I wanted to let you know that it wasn't just at Summit Lake. It's something that we hope to grow, and if we're successful in securing the funding, to provide for all neighborhoods at all community centers. So does anybody have anything to add to that? With that, we'll take your questions.
Are there any questions or comments from members of the committee? Mr. Lombardo?
Yes, Mr. Hardy, it sounds like a great program. How does one sign up for this then?
You want to take that one?
So I believe that at this point they're planning to have it open on a first-come, first-served basis, and I believe the intent is for it to be a free program, correct? So yeah, it'll be publicized, hopefully, you know, with the help of all of you and community partners.
And they will have through May to register for the program. I think it'll be either online and in person, or just online.
That I'm not sure. I can find out and get back to you if
Well, I was
helpful.
just wondering, would that be sent out like through the school principals?
We have been talking to APS, and yes, they have agreed to allow us to market it in the backpacks that come home, and I get many flyers. So yes, we will be doing that. And we hope to open, with your support with this legislation, we hope to open registration this month, but they'll have till the end of May, till school closes basically, to register. But we'll get back to you on the specific way to do it.
But again, this year, it's the first 30 campers.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Ms. Connor?
I just want to say, I'm so pleased to see something come back with regard to the arts, and especially our middle school children, and I would love to offer my services for anything I can do to help make this happen.
Thank you.
Any questions or comments from other council members? Mr. Swirsky?
Yeah, this sounds like a terrific idea, and I appreciate that this is a pilot program that will be expanded, and I know that people in my ward would also really appreciate this program at some point coming to them. Yeah.
Any other questions? Thank you. Is there a request for passage?
I think consent is okay. Yeah, consent would be fine.
Okay. Motion, is there a motion?
I'll make a motion to put this on the consent agenda.
Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All right. With that, I believe there's no further business. We are adjourned.